When I started in television, I wasn't aware that the hours would be such long hours. And the hours in television destroyed marriages. I met this rather nice lady in Yorkshire television who used to glide around the corridors. And I was actually 17 years older than Liz. I was single again, took Liz out for a date, and I liked her, I loved her. And we had a second date, and then I got this disastrous message from her, which said, I think you're a bit too old for me, And we split up. The companies decided to cut back on staff, and I decided to get up out of it and use my experience in training. It was on one of these training trips to Yorkshire Television in Leeds. I met Liz again. I knew that she knew all about the business, and we decided to get together. Sadly, her father died quite young from leukemia. And she and her mother had set up a charity. Liz, in her head, had thought, am I going to suffer from the same thing? A routine blood test showed a blood problem. Saw a specialist who said, oh, it's not the same as your father, don't worry about that. We keep an eye on it and we watch your blood levels every 6 months. Well, this went on for near on 10 years, so we had this worry for 10 years, which was underlying the happy times. We saw this offer of a free round-the-world ticket to New Zealand, and we decided it would be good for us to go off, see some of the places that I'd been to, and for her, Liz, to share those experiences. And we were going to go to Las Vegas, and what a better place to get married but Las Vegas. After that, Liz's condition started to get a little bit worse, and it just gradually got worse and worse, really. She started to swell with fluid. Her breathing got bad, so she was very serious. So we got to the GPs and said, look, there really is a problem here. The answer we got was, oh, well, we've looked at all the paperwork, and the paperwork says she doesn't have heart failure. Well, she did. It was pretty obvious that she was really ill. Within 4 weeks of being told there was nothing wrong with her, she had died. I think Liz taught me about caring for other people. That her work for the leukemia fund, of going out with tables full of old books and selling them to people and going out to the world to help people who had no money to go and visit people in hospital and things like that. It's ironic that she should die of a form of leukemia in any case. I thought, and people thought, that television side was the good time. The real good time was the time with Liz. And in the week she died, one of her friends was at the hospital. She said, that old so-and-so, my husband, he thought he was marrying this young tart in May so that I'd look after him when he was old until he died. And she says, I got bad news for him. She says, I'm going to go first and I'm going to leave him with 2 blooming cats. That was Liz.